Okay. Hi, everybody. My name's Nancy. I'm an Akashic Records reader, medium, and Reiki practitioner. And I connect you with your loved ones and other beings in spirit to bring through messages of healing and of guidance for you to move forward with more ease and understanding.
And I'm Kathy, and I'm an evidential medium, and I deliver messages from spirit to be of service to those without the voices from the spirit world, to bring comfort, guidance, and healing, and to the loved ones that are still here. And today we're here to answer a listener question. And that listener question is Nancy, do you have it?
I do have it. Okay. The question is, have you ever encountered bad situations or interactions in your readings? Has there ever been anything negative? And if so, how do you protect against that? Is there a way that you help to stop that from happening in a reading? I get
Mm.
asked that a lot. What's your
Yeah,
take on
that's a really
that?
good question. Um, uh, so so I have not encountered anything bad or negative. Um, I do set my boundaries though. I do set my intention when I go into this. Um, this is all coming from love, all for love. It's all with God. So I feel like some could see that as a boundary. I don't go outside of what isn't with God.
Hmm.
I honestly just don't believe I ever will encounter anything negative because it is not in my intention whatsoever. Um, I do though, like have my own rituals. So when I get ready to do a reading, it's kind of like I go to work and I sit down and I do
Hmm.
my the way I connect is through my own personal, like I said, intention setting.
Hmm.
And I believe that that puts up the boundaries. Um,
Yeah, I agree with that.
and the more and more I do this, the more and more I trust it, trust
Yeah.
God, trust my guides that are there to help facilitate this and to protect me. So it's really for me, it's not an issue. I know some people feel very differently. It's not in my experience, though. What about you, Nancy?
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. I do rituals at the beginning of my sessions, just because I was taught that when I go on the records, they're like, say this prayer of protection, and then I was learning Reiki, there was this prayer to start off a circle, and now I've just incorporated. That's my ritual. I could definitely do it without that ritual, but that's what I do, and I feel like yes, I only invite in positive light beings or things for our highest good and messages that we'll get for our highest good. And it seems to have so far, knock on wood, I'm also superstitious, that it has been like that. And I think we both have where situations are sometimes very dark or upsetting or sad, but
Yeah.
it's not anything that's been somebody out to get someone or a negative entity stepping in ever. It's always been helping somebody heal or work through a situation or get a message that they needed in that time.
Yeah, that's not, yeah, don't misinterpret what I'm saying that everything's all, roses and butterflies. Um, we I have definitely brought through people who maybe didn't make the best choice in their
Mhm.
actions here in when they were here with us and um and hurt people, or they made a selfish choice and took their own life or whatever. So that definitely negative n- things come through, struggles, pain, uh, but they come through in such love. Like
Yeah.
it's now, I feel like when we pass, the human anguish, the human pain, the human mindset gets left behind. And
Mhm.
I do believe that there is an ability for people to come through and say, yes, I did this. Yes, I made those choices. Yes, I see the pain. So in that way, I've experienced like people who really did have some struggles or
Mhm.
in life, but it's all through love now, and honestly they're owning it.
Yeah.
And they're proof that the journey's continuing and
Yeah.
they're learning and growing without it.
Yeah.
So I do think everybody should set boundaries. You have to set boundaries based off what you're comfortable with. If you're really worried about that, then you should say your prayer, say your do what you need to do, light your
Mhm.
candle, do what you need to do to make yourself be able to connect in a healthy way.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine's like a simple couple sentences. I surround myself in a bubble of protection of beautiful light that serves me on all levels or something. I should have it memorized by now, but I don't. But it's, yeah, it's a quick couple sentences. And the only thing that I find, sometimes I pick up energy. I don't know if you feel this way too. I'm sure you do, especially as a teacher also. You just pick up energy during the day or during a reading, that kind of just sticks to you or stays to you with
Yeah.
you. And
Yeah.
the thing that I do, and maybe this is boundaries, is just releasing it with like an Epsom salt shower, not even anything in the shower, just allowing the water to wash over me and imagining all that energy just draining down into the drain and washing away from me. Because I think that's also boundary setting, is just making sure that you leave it and put it away at the end of the
Yes.
day. Like you don't carry all this. People ask if, do you remember your favorite reading or this reading? And it's like, you know what? I don't remember all my readings, because it's so much emotion, so much information. There's just no possible. I mean, sure there's a possible way, but it's not healthy for me to carry that. So I
Because you
try
have
to
to let it
release
go.
that and let it go. So that's definitely one of the boundaries that I have also, if you want to call it
I
that.
think that's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up because the end of the reading, the end of the connection is just as important as setting your intentions before. And I always say, I'm going to leave them with you, or
Mhm.
it's over and I'm no longer going to be working, is what I like a little
Yeah,
thought in my head. I don't say that out loud at all, but um, and I'm done. I'm closed off. But yeah,
yeah.
but taking a shower is a great way. Drinking a glass of water, getting up and
Mhm.
taking a deep breath, walking outside after a reading
Oh,
can be
yeah,
very, uh, it can, I don't know what the word is. It's just grounding and it's like you're done. And
right.
taking a deep breath of the fresh air, walking in grass, you have to let it go. All of those are ways to protect you because you don't want
Yeah,
to keep hanging on to these different energies. It'll drain you.
yeah, absolutely. I picked up, it's for Akashic Records readings, but I often do it after mediumship sessions too. Um, they say with the Akashic Records, you open the Akashic Records at the beginning and at the end you close the records. But then these two who taught me the Akashic Records, they said, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you just crisscross your hands like this. And somebody taught them to do it, and now I do it. And it kind of closes the circle and it kind of puts everything back in a way. And it just is a matter of um closing that space.
But
Um,
I think thanking, it's if you energy that comes through is a living energy.
yeah,
So they're coming through to try to work with you. They're trying to get to know you to work with you too. And so thanking them is a
yeah,
way of like, I appreciate the work that we did today or we tried to do today.
yeah,
Um, that's another way of saying thank you. Okay, we're done. And I also think that's everyday reading. I do think it's important to make sure you take time periodically if you're doing lots of readings or trying to connect a lot of stepping out and clearing your own self
mhm,
out and
mhm,
lots of meditations of just um there's different ones for different reasons, but just taking time for yourself
yeah, that's
to
important.
go within and clear out your own energy is very, very important as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, I
Just
agree with
I
that
don't
too.
do that every time.
No, no, but yeah, yeah, that's the only, not negative, but energy when it's bad draining, I would say, is that kind of thing where you
Yeah.
just don't have clear cut boundaries. But yeah, no negative
Nope.
entities coming in, thank
Nope. You
goodness.
set your intention and if you're afraid of it, then I love what you said that bubble a
Bubble of
circle of
protection, yeah,
protection
yeah,
around you. That's all you need to do. That's
yeah,
exactly what you need to do and do it with intention. I think
mhm,
that's great.
yeah,
So
that's
that's our take
powerful,
for this
thank you.
week. So thanks for tuning in. If you'd enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And if you have a question for us or a topic that you would like us to discuss, drop it in the comments because we'd love to hear from you.
Definitely. And if you're curious about what we do, head over to betweentwomediums.com for more information. We have all of our events, like walks and gallery readings that are local, and soon we'll be doing some virtual ones as well.
Yes. All right. Take care.
Bye.